Hey everyone, it's BuzzRail96 here and welcome to another Train Sim World Free livestream. As promised, we're doing the old school German routes from the early 1990s, and the first one we're looking at is Linke Rheinstrecke Mainz to Koblenz, set in, I think it's 1992, same year as the Niedertalbahn. This route is made by Dovetail Games, whereas the other German route, the Niedertalbahn, is made by Train Sim Germany. This is a passenger, more of a passenger route than a freight route, really. It has freight in the route, it has a mixture of passenger and freight traffic, but it's predominantly more on the passenger side. Alright, so let's pick Amped chapter. We're going to do an intercity service from Mainz Hauptbahnhof to Koblenz Hauptbahnhof. Of course, in the DBBR 103, one of the oldest, but certainly one of the most powerful electric locomotives ever made. I think it's, 10,000 horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower. Okay, we're going from Frankfurt to Binsrügen, but we're taking over the service from Mainz and going as far as Koblenz. Before I go any further, let's just turn the motion blur on to aid the stream's performance. Increase the instrument brightness to maximum, and the indicator brightness. There's a lot of buttons you need to press, like to get this cab well lit up. Desk light, master and instrument lights, desk light dimmer. Let's put the reverser in, turn the brake key on, set the brake valve to minimum. Let's open the doors. I don't think there's anything else I can mess around with. I'll raise the pantograph and close the circuit breaker just in case. What have we got up here? Cab lights, instrument reading lights, we'll need them on, of course. Second man's desk lights, heater cab, definitely not. Tail light. Okay. I think we're all set up, ready to go. I'll just have a little sneaky peek back here. So the whole locomotive is modelled inside, but you can't go further back for some very bizarre reason. Don't think these do anything. No, they don't. Already cut in by the looks of it. What about back here? Anything back here? No, nothing. Is there anything I can mess around with here? Throttle light dimmer, 100%. Contact signaler. I think we're all good to go. I can't find the safety system switches though. I know where the acknowledge buttons are, but I don't know where the actual switch is to turn them on. They're not turned on already, are they? Oh, okay. Bit odd. Right, let's go to Binger, or Bingerbrucke, or Bingerbrook, however you say it. It's 27 kilometers away, either way. Let's go. So this is Mainz Hauptbahnhof. There's our old beauty right there, the 103. We've got a race on our hands. Two services departing at the same time. No, it's not. The one on the left has just come to a halt. Oh, now we need to reduce the speed. I'll let the train trundle off in the distance. I just want to have a look around. So we got some freight wagons and coaches in the yards. That's good. A couple of 110s there in the yard as well. So the rolling stock you see here, the cab card coaches and the 110 is the exact same from Bremen Oldenburg, just with a new paint livery, new colour scheme. This is Mainz. Nice little clock. There is no PIS systems for the passengers. None whatsoever. Okay. As far as additional services to the timetable, you get the 628 diesel multiple unit from Niedertalbahn and the ICE1, the 401 intercity express train, which is cool. What I find a bit strange is that the 110 does not only some passenger services, but it does freight as well, which I find a little bit odd. I thought maybe the 155, the red freight locomotive from Rössig Nord, I thought that would layer onto this route to do some freight services, as that was around during this time period. This 103 is definitely a workhorse for the high-speed traffic on this route, no doubt. Whereas the 110 normally does the local and stopping passenger services. Let's increase the power to maximum on this lovely early morning day here in Germany. Hey Banana Craft, nice to see you. Yes, it is indeed a German route. Mainz to Koblenz. Hey Liam, nice to see you. Hope you're well. Oh God, it's not good, Liam. Hope you get well soon. Hope everyone has had a good weekend. I've had a lovely weekend. Nice to see Spurs win at Bournemouth and briefly go top of the Premier League. And then today I watched the Formula 1, which was quite exciting for a change. Flying through the first station, or the second. Oh dear, the frame rate's struggling a bit there. Station is this, Budenheim, or however you say that. Nice bit of graffiti there. So this is the route map. This is Mainz, I think. Don't know what that piece of track is doing out there. And that is Koblenz. There, or no, that's a big yard. That's Koblenz there. What's interesting to know about this route is, yes, it's the first historic German route in train sim world, but it feels a bit older than that. It doesn't feel like early 1990s to me. It feels a little bit older for some reason. I don't know why. One reason I could explain that is one of the main pillars of this route, scenery-wise, is a load of castles. Lots of castles around, embedded in the natural landscape, so hopefully we can spot a few castles on the journey too. Gives it a very medieval kind of feel to it, which is rare. It's nice to have a route that has a lot of castles. Hey Thierry, nice to see you, hope you're well. I do indeed have the 628 layer. Indeed I do. There's another station. Not sure which one that was. What was that station we just went by? Hudesheim? Can't read that. That's too small for me to see. Oh, I didn't know this route was set in 1997. Is it really? I thought it was a bit older than that. I thought it was like 92 or something. Oh, a bit surprised by that. Well, when we come to a stop at Bingerbrook, however you say it, I'll take a look at it. The sad thing is that I don't think this route comes with a manual. I mean, a lot of Dovetail's products recently haven't come with a manual. Get on the brakes for about 150 kilometer per hour. There we go. Is that another station on the left? It is indeed. Bernard still shocked about TSW4. Yeah, I was the same. I watched back the stream. When did it even come out? I can't remember. Was it last Thursday? I think it was last. Was it last Thursday? I mean, Thursday just gone. I honestly don't know. My memory's getting worse. I swear to God. Yeah, I watched the first few minutes of it, you know, with the orchestra, and I was really quite impressed with the orchestra, I must say so. That's where all our money's gone, clearly, into the orchestra. Yeah, I was disappointed, I must say. I am deep down hugely gutted with it being Train Sim World 4. It'd still very easily be Train Sim World 3. I'm not bothered about, you know, paying for those routes. There's a 628 on the left. I'm not bothered about the routes. Well, one of them I have a bit of a pet peeve with. But if we had a summer update to Train Sim World 3, you know, those 3 routes would be coming anyway. I would have had a pet peeve about one of those routes, which I'll come on to later. But I wouldn't have minded it if it was a big summer update to Train Sim World 3, like Rush Hour we had for Train Sim World 2. So I'd love for Dovetail to explain their reasons as to why they've suddenly decided to change course with their main titles. You know, every time they've released a game, they've had a 2-year cycle with it. Train Sim World, the very first one, got completely changed and was had a new name, albeit it was the exact same game with quite a big overhaul. Train Sim World 2 came out, that lasted for 2 years, got the Rush Hour pack in the summer, 3 new routes, which I think actually was one of the best selection of routes we've had in Train Sim World. And what did it add? It added the new passenger tech, which to this day still doesn't work and still has not been implemented on the Brighton main line. I wonder if we'll ever get that again. If Dovetail will ever get that working on Brighton mainline. Train Sim World 3 came out as expected last year. Too much. I wouldn't say much fanfare. What's the word? I don't know. I can't think of it. But you could tell from the moment Train Sim World 3 was announced, even without seeing any gameplay, I deep down knew this was a step back from Train Sim World 2. There wasn't many new features as such. The routes themselves were okay, they're an interesting mix, but I felt what stole the spotlight wasn't the game itself. It was the big price increases and all that, and I kind of stole the spotlight, and rightly so, because to this day I still don't really know the reason as to why they bumped those prices up. They've come down a bit-ish. The last 2 DLCs for this game in particular, apart from the third-party one from Sky Games, what was it? That Heritage livery pack for Horseshoe Curve. The past 2 Dovetail releases, price-wise, they've been okay. The route, the Manchester Glossop line, was significantly cheaper than the route that came before it. The Loco add-on, the Class 700 for Southeastern High Speed, that was a little bit cheaper, I think, than the previous Loco add-on, which was the Amtrak Acela. We're going to be speeding here. Oopsie daisy. Should be okay. Just coming up to Bingerbrook, Bingerbrook. Got an uphill gradient of 0.8%. This area looks okay. Concentrate a minute on coming to a standstill. Keep going, and come to a halt. Ooh, stop. There we go. Not bad first stop on this route. So this is Binger Brook. That one. Or Bingen Rhein Hauptbahnhof, as it's known on the signage there. Let's have a little look around. We got another set of platforms over here. A fairly big station. You got a little yard here. Big hillside. Any castles? Unless that's a castle over there. I don't think it is. Yeah, it's okay, I suppose. We got the river over here. River Rhine, I think. Is that castles over there? It looks to be a castle there. Little church castle thing on a little island there. Once again, Dovetail using this horrendously drab, boring grass texture. Getting sick and tired of seeing that. These new wagons look interesting. Some sort of maybe coal hopper or something, I'm not too sure. Yeah, but this 103 doesn't look too bad. Anyway, what was I saying? Well, Train Sim World. Yeah, I question why Dovetail have decided to change direction with their yearly, with their releases of their core games. Why have they changed it from the life cycle of this, their core games? Why is it changed from 2 years to 1 year all of a sudden? Well, deep down, they'll come up with, we all know the reason why. Dovetail, any opportunity to generate that money, they'll take it. They'll snap your hand for any opportunity to generate some revenue. And it is interesting, actually, going on about their finances, or the financial element of this game. Just watch the train depart here. Back in the cab. Alright, the next and final stop is Koblenz, 47 kilometers away. We've got a long way to go. Oh, the wheel's spinning. See Daisy. We have a speed limit of 130 kph. Coming up. Yeah, and it's interesting that with Train Sim World as a business, what interests me, which disappoints me at the same time, is that Dovetail is prepared to extract as much money as possible from this game, but they're not. But it seems they are prepared to put very little money into the game. Now, why I say that is because it comes down to my little pet peeve with one of the Train Sim World forecourt routes, and that is the East Coast Main Line. We all very well know the section we really should be getting, and that is the section from London to Peterborough. Now, Dovetail could say that, yeah, it might be performance issues and all this stuff, having to flesh out London, could cause gaming problems and all this and that. For me, that's total rubbish. Dovetail, they've made free versions of the capital, 3 big termini stations: St Pancras International, Paddington, and Victoria. The frame rate wasn't awful, as far as I'm concerned. From my personal experience, the frame rate wasn't awful. Yeah, Brighton, the Brighton Main Line, London Victoria, the frame rate at the beginning of that route's release wasn't very good at all. But I just think the section from London to Peterborough would have made so much more sense. Or if they couldn't do Peterborough, London to maybe somewhere just before Peterborough, I don't know where. I think for a gaming experience, I think that would be so much more better. You'd have way many services than what this route's probably going to, Peterborough to Doncaster's going to ship with. You'd have way more stations. You'd have different different types of services you can do, not just freight with 66s, but maybe the 700, as it goes from King's Cross, I believe so, Thameslink trains to Peterborough. So what I'm saying is that the reason why Dovetail didn't choose to do London to Peterborough is it's got nothing to do with gameplay performance. Absolutely not. It's total rubbish what they're saying about that. It's because it requires more time and money to get the route in mint-ish condition, and Dovetail, they are not prepared to do that. Their boardroom is simply not prepared to pump that much, a lot of money into London to Peterborough, or a better section of the East Coast Main Line. So they chose the most boring section because it's quickest to make, the easiest to make, and the cheapest to make, which is incredibly sad, because I wanted to see the East Coast Main Line, and when I heard it was going to be the East Coast Main Line, I thought, wow, this could be really, really good. And yeah, we haven't even seen any gameplay footage of it, and I'm disappointed by their choice of portraying the East Coast Main Line in Train Sim World. Now, the big question is, I don't know, do you buy Train Sim World 4? I mean, I honestly don't know, because if Dovetail is going to do a yearly release with, Train Sim World going forward, like Train Sim World 5 next year, 6, and then 7, then 8, and 9, and 10, I just don't have the appetite for it. It's going to be predominantly the same game coming out on a yearly basis. You're paying 40, 50, maybe even £60 in some cases, excluding discounts. With a discount, maybe it's tempting, but I don't know why why would you just want to keep churning out the money, for the same game over and over again? The DLCs after that, I'm not bothered about that. I want about the core game itself. That's what really annoys me. Because before, even though, it's 2 years, 2 years flies by in a heartbeat, but it's better than a yearly release. You get more content on a core game than what you're now going to have going forward. So I don't know. It begs the question of, I've been questioning it myself, if Dovetail is prepared to churn out these yearly core games now, of Train Sim World, 5, 6, 7, whatever, what number they tend to reach with Train Sim World. What's the point? The features we're getting with Train Sim World doesn't even merit being in a new game as such. It really doesn't. So I don't know, I'm kind of questioning why. It's not really worth the money anymore. You know what I mean? I'm starting to feel a bit disenchanted with Train Sim World. I must confess. Recently I've become a little bit bored with the game. I know that doesn't sound nice to hear, but it is the truth. I think Train Sim World has become very stale for me. Yeah, there's occasionally a route or a locomotive add-on that might pique my interest, but overall I think Train Sim World has got a little bit dull. And I felt its quality is going backwards rather than forwards. You think Train Sim World will be getting bigger and better, you know, better looking, better sounding, better, you know, to experience. And I feel as though it's just going a little bit backwards a bit. You know, I am worried for Train Sim World. You know, there's these new simulation, you know, train simulation games that have come out in the past year or have been reinvigorated from the dead, like Derail Valley Simulator. What else? It was in my head a minute ago. Sim Rail being another one, and you know, the only reason that's keeping Train Sim World really in the spotlight or ahead of the queue, so to speak, of those games is because of the amount of brands and licenses it has, and it is really the only train simulation type experience you can have on console. So when SimRail and Derail Valley Simulator, if they ever plan to release like a console version of their game, I think that, you know, Dovetail will have some serious problems, because this game is no match, not even close to Derail Valley Simulator and SimRail. Yes, they're very different types of experiences, but as far as a simulation goes, yeah, this game does not hold a candlestick as far as a simulation goes, from my personal experience. Now, of course, you may say otherwise, but you know, it's fair enough. That's why we all have an opinion. That's why we all must have a say on these things. So, yeah. Do I recommend you get Train Sim World 4? That's up to you. Personally, I'd say no. Will I get it? No. Not at the moment. To me, it's just not enough that convinces me to buy it. I mean, that's why I've stopped buying FIFA. That's why I've stopped buying the yearly Formula 1 games. There's just nothing there that excites me anymore. It's just the same old stuff over and over again, and it makes me bored. And at the end of the day, for me, I think it's a waste of money. If you get it on a discount, like a very, very steep discount, maybe it might convince me to get it. But at the moment, as far as I'm concerned, no. Train Sim World 4 is not something I'm looking to pick up anytime soon. 30 kilometers to go until Koblenz. We passed, went alongside the River Rhine there earlier. It's very nice to see. Many medieval castles and towers, and there's another one there. Look at that. I know that Meister Koblenz, before he even got this game, some people did say that it was kind of a step forward, scenery-wise. I don't think it's as good. Oh my goodness, we need to break. I don't think this is as good as whatchamacallit? What's the route? Peak Forest. I don't think the scenery is as good as Peak Forest, and this is in a different league compared to what I should say is Niedertalbahn is in a different league scenery-wise compared to this. But that's to be expected. I think Niedertalbahn took over a year to build. This probably took, I don't know, 3 months. Knowing Dovetail. But yeah, it's nice to experience a German route set in the past. I'm very excited to drive Niedertalbahn. I did have a little sneaky drive on Niedertalbahn last week, albeit it was a service set in the dark, so it wasn't much to really see. I just wanted to get that service done with so I could move on to the next section of the journey mode, so I can pick more services that are probably in the daytime. Anyway, let's take a look at the chat. That's a bit rambling on and on and on. Banana Craft, I'm probably gonna get it later at some point. Got some time to get it. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know. If you even think about buying it later, like, you might as well have your eyes set on the next game, and it'll be the same for the next and the next and the next. So I don't know. Interior lighting's not bad in here. For dials and stuff on, not bad at all. Hey Amtrak, nice to see you, hope you're well. Oh, the announcement was Tuesday. Oh, right, I see. And I think it was either Tuesday or Thursday, I just couldn't remember which one. I think I looked at the stream or the announcement of it on a... not live, I think it was like a couple of hours after it was broadcast. Oh, you ordered the deluxe edition. Fair enough, Tio. Amtrak finally happy to get a route that's semi-local to me. Oh, I presume you mean the Antelope Valley line. Oh, I don't know much about that route, to be honest, so I can't really have an early conclusion as to what I think about Antelope Valley, nor about the Austrian-German route. Oh, fair enough, Tio. Austrian 1, East Coast Main Line. Just trains on the Antelope Valley. The Just Trains route is the only reason why I'm vaguely interested in Train Sim Mod 4. It just irritates me that it's on Train Sim Mod 4. And it should be on Train Sim Mod 3, but hey ho. It's too late now. Oh, there's another tower on the right hand side. At this rate we'll be seeing Rapunzel locked away in the tower. Trying to escape. Oh dear. Not only does this route feel a bit medieval, but it feels like we're on the coast rather than going alongside a big river. The River Rhine, I think. Yeah, I'm the same tier. I'm surprised they haven't included the 155 for freight traffic, for the freight operations. I know there's a mod on PC which you could sub it in to do freight, but I think the problem is that you'll need a new livery for the DBBR 155, and Dovetail ain't gonna give a free livery to the 155. They'll make you pay for it somehow. I'm trying kind of weird the Dovetail chose the least popular Metrolink route. Oh, I didn't even know it was the least popular. Wonder why. Probably because of how dull and quiet it's probably going to be. Liam's here them too many times. I can't remember everything I've told them. All I know is that they probably weren't very nice. Fair enough. I don't know, Thierry. I don't know what the service count is for Antelope Valley Line, including the freight, so not really sure. I don't know. Train Sim Universe. I'll probably call it that at some point, Liam. Wouldn't be at all surprised. Amtrak hates the new HUD. I don't know. Is there anything different with the HUD? I have no idea. I can't remember. I think you have like 3 options. You got small, mini, and normal. I think the HUD is broadly the same. I think there's just one new element which is added under the next speed limit and signal. I think it's stretched to like 2 kilometers, so it gives you like a little heads up of what to expect in the next 2 kilometers. Just over 20 kilometers to go until Koblenz. Interesting. Oh, cars do go over that bridge. Oh, okay. Well, it just scenery looks it's okay. It's not breathtaking, is it? But could be worse, could be better. In the middle. In the middle. This is Trent Sim World, is like Tottenham telling Harry Kane when he was there, this season is going to be better when he goes down the drain and nothing is gained. Well, I mean, that's kind of untrue, to be fair. I mean, we've had an excellent start to the season. 2 clean sheets in the last 2 games. We're playing some wonderful football. No. Thought we stalled the engine briefly. Another intercity service going by. Well, it's not really. I think it's quite comparable with Tottenham. Since Kane has gone, Kane has started well with Bayern, and we've started the season well without Harry Kane, to be honest. Long may it continue. Yeah, I think Thierry. I think the third-party devs are the only real reason why I think Train Sim World has some relevance to me. Really, as far as a route scenery goes, because they can take as long as they want. That's the beauty of it. I wish Dovetail would do the same. I wish I'd go back in time to like 2018, 2019, when I think Train Sim World was in its heyday, really. Every time they made something, I was excited for it. It's a very different kettle of fish now, I'm afraid. Here, the East Coast Main Line is the closest I live, 20 miles from... Oh, Peterborough, I see. Yeah, it does sound weird, Leo. Must be honest. Sad, but... yeah. What can you do? Amtrak in real life for Antelope is around 20 to 15 services a day. Is that it? Oh my god. 20-15 services a day. Dovetail probably try and cram in a whole week's worth of services into one big timetable. Like what Cane Creek did. I think they got like a whole week's worth of services and stuck them all together. Still weren't very busy though. But then again, it's a branch line in the middle of Utah, so it's not expected to be the busiest in the world. 14 kilometers to go until Koblenz. Sun is out. Sky is blue. Got a speed limit of 100 kilometers per hour shortly. Hey Talk, nice to see you, hope you're well. Hey Simon, nice to see you. It's a real shame they didn't add the East Coast, the East Line to this route. One of the great things is seeing trains on the other side. Think of that. It's a good point. Even if they did as AI only for the visible bits. Yeah, I think for AI that would have been a fair thing to suggest. Sadly, Dovetail will be like, oh, there's no point modelling that out because 9 times out of 10 in the cab you're probably not going to see it. So you're driving along at over 100 kilometers per hour. That's a nice station canopy there, which just went by, and another tower. This route kind of feels like Rus ignored of all the natural landscape. It's kind of got those vibes going at the moment. And it felt longer as well than what the numbers actually suggest. I don't know the route length to be honest of this route. I think it's, I'm gonna have a guess. Is it like 45 miles? I think. It feels a lot longer than that. Another castle or tower on the left. Hope everyone is counting and watching the stream how many castles and towers we've seen on this route. My goodness. Oh, probably up to what, 10 now? I don't know. TREV Just Trains route layers galore has been confirmed. The route will have over 250 playable services. End-to-end run will take 60 minutes. Fair enough. People did spot the Dovetail crew about a month ago recording in. They caught a glimpse of him, did they? Ah, right, at Metrolink, yeah. Well, I'll give credit for Dovetail for that, you know, the fact they finally went out to America and got some sounds and clips of the Metrolink traction. Now I just hope they get the route right, because that's why Peninsula Corridor was one of the best. You know, they actually got a feel for what the route was like. You know, they went up close to these locomotives and the rolling stock. You know, took lots of reference material, you know, photographs, sound recordings, discussions with some of the employees there, the drivers. And that's what made the route so good. I mean, yeah, I know Peninsula Corridor is very old now, and it's in a far worse state, sadly, than when it first came out in the first train sim world. you know, but still to this day, you know, Peninsula Corridor is, when it's not in ruins, an enjoyable experience, and it was, route-wise, it was great at the time. Hopefully Dovetail, well, probably not, but hopefully the route, scenery-wise, will be a step forward. Certainly from their previous US route that they made, where half of it wasn't finished and half of it was new. Well, half was old, half very old, in fact, 6 or 7 years old, and the other half was, well, pretty much brand spanking new, aka the New York Trenton route. Now it's been said that apparently Dovetail plan to release the new upgraded timetable on Train Sim World 4 and Train Sim World 3. Well, I've heard a similar. I've heard numerous times, you know, Dovetail singing that same hymn sheet that, oh, we're gonna bring this to the old version, you know, the previous version in the series for an update, you know, and it's never came. So, yeah, we'll see if it happens or not. Just over 10 kilometers to go until Koblenz, Hauptbahnhof. Holding our speed really well at close to 100 kilometers per hour-ish. Doing quite well. Holding the speed very well. Earlier AI taking over in Paul McCartney is using AI for the last Beatles song, which will be released this year apparently. Oh, right. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I'll be the same, Trey. You know, I'd love Dovetail to delay things, or just not release as many things. You know, I think they're becoming more like EA Sports. You know, that they pump so much money into their advertising campaigns and all that stuff. You know, promoting the game, and then the actual game is hardly any different and hardly any better than the previous one. I'll give credit to Dovetail's art department, and you know, the person that composes their musical soundtrack. They've seriously stepped up their game, no question about it. It's just that the people that make the game, I mean, yeah, I do feel a bit sorry for them, because it's not their fault. They've been told to make this amount of deadlines, you know, for routes and DLCs, and you know, just keep pumping out content just to keep that rolling money flowing. But I don't know, I just wish the boardroom would, you know, just let Dovetail take a step back, you know, and take their time a little bit more. You know, the more quality products you put out, the more people will buy it. So, but hey, money to them is the only important thing in a company, so hey ho. Talk Gaming, I'm glad more Steam is coming to Train Sim World. The Flying Scotsman and the Just Trains looks good. Yeah, Flying Scotsman is a nice addition, I must be said. Very pleasantly surprised to see that in the game. Rightly so, as it's Flying Scotsman's 100-year anniversary. And the Just Trains route does look very good. I mean, any route that's set in British Rail, you know, blue era, 1980s, that's immediately going to attract my attention. One of my favourite routes to this day is Northern Transpennine. Still love having to play on that route now and again. So this route pretty much follows the entire River Rhine from start to finish, which is nice. I do like that. Nice to have the riverfront running alongside you for pretty much most of the journey. Banana Craft 1 is TSW4 coming out again. I think it's still a fair way off, isn't it? It's in towards the end of September. I think 26th. I think of September. If I remember rightly. Yeah, I think you'll be able to carry over all of your collection that you have now onto Train Sim Mod 4 Banana Craft, yeah. Simon, this is probably my favourite real-life route, and the scenery plus the freight and regional trains on the other side is a big part of that. I hope they have more rolling stock. Hope. You'd be lucky if they had any. There's still lots of loco add-ons I'd like to see on routes that are not even way old now. I mean, I'd like to see loco add-on for Clinchfield. It's probably never going to happen. LGV Mediterranean, Brighton Main Line, and the list goes on and on and on. Because in the early days of Train Sim World, they pumped out a lot of loco add-ons. They really fleshed out their earlier routes. Now they've taken a step back where the routes come first and the loco add-ons come years after. I mean, Koblenz or Bahnhof is coming up thick and fast. So busy talking I forgot. Where are we? Entering the station far too quickly. Should be okay. There's the red signals. Oh, come on, game. 12 meters and you're not happy with it? Oh, give me a break. We lined up perfectly on the platform as well. I bet the back end of the train is on the platform as well. It's perfectly on the platform. Oh, come on, game. Christ almighty. I'd have to go so damn close to the red signal. Ugh. No. Come on. Slowly but surely. Ay, ay, ay. There. Happy game. Thank you. Here we are at Koblenz. There's another tower in the distance. What would you call that? A moat? Tower? Castle? I don't know. Well, the distant scenery is a mixed bag indeed. I imagine the natural landscape won't have changed much from now to back to the early 1990s. This is Koblenz. Big old station. Ah, there's another train here. 2 trains, in fact. Oh no, that's my train, isn't it? There's this one. going to? This one's going to Mainz. I'm not a big fan of this livery. I don't know why. I know it's just red and a bit of white at the front, but no, I don't like it. I prefer the modern livery on the 110. Don't know why. Like I said at the start of the stream, there is no PIS systems, even they weren't invented back then. Or Dovetail just couldn't be bothered to make them. Thankfully, on the side of the coaches, a bit of information displayed there for the passengers to see where they're going. Let's close the doors. I think those coaches are the exact same ones from the DBBR 101 DLC. I swear they are. Same sounds as well. Maybe just different screens on the outside, or PIS indicators and liquor paint on the outside and inside, really. Alright, so we got a silver medal. Let's take a look at another part of the route, shall we? I'm tempted to do a passenger service, a stopping one, but I don't know which train to use. I'll have a look at the menu in a minute. I'll take a look at the Chiddly chat. I do apologise if I can't keep up with the chat today. It's very busy today. Amtrak, no one else wanted to outline the route people were asking for was LA to Oceanside. Yeah, Pacific Surfliner, yeah. 40 castles, wow. Good grief. Chiyoda route is 56 miles. Is it really 56 miles? Wow. Oh, they're just hidden. Oh, right. Simon, there's a big hairpin bend just south of Koblenz. That will add a lot of distance to Dovetail Games Crow Flies distances. Oh yeah, of course. Amtrak Dovetail even rode up and down the Antelope line and made Metro Link have like 10 services for 2 days due to their excursion train. Huh. They did tease the F59 and the F59 PHI available with 3 windows for the Antelope line. It's probably what we're going to get in the Loco DLC then, probably. Another reason they chose, yeah, because they can use Cajon Pass assets, yeah. Because it's in that part of California, isn't it? So, which is a shame. Personally, if you want a brand new passenger/freight route, I would love to see Miami to West Palm Beach route. Like, have a route in Florida for a change. You know, forget the Northeast and New York and California. Let's just focus on something different for a change. It would be very nice. Right, so 301 services. 2 for that guy. Apparently it's 49 for that one, I'm not really sure if that is correct. Let's have a look. What can you do then? Passenger service from Mainz to that place. They do vary. There's not one that goes from end to end, does there? That'll be a hell of a... No. Oh, there's a big one there. Regional Express. Just want to do one that stops at all the stations, really. No. Let's see what the 110 can do. Go back on the journey. Come on, game, hurry up. Here we go, short circuit. No, it doesn't do it either. Ah, here we go. Passenger service from Mainz to Koblenz, an hour and 39 minutes. Oh my goodness, is that really how it's going to take? Ah, screw it, let's do it. Why not? Let's go for it. Let's have a wee explore. Yeah, I agree with you, Simon. Loco DLCs and layering is important, and they do need to focus on that again. Amtrak and real life Antelope services take around 4 or 5 hours. Wow. Liam, the intro be like EA Sports is in the game Dovetail Games. We've made the game. Very true. Yeah, Mallard or Sir Nigel Gresley. That'll be a nice locomotive to see. I bet you they're going to add that soon. I can see it happening. If they are adding Flying Scotsman, they're going to add Sir Nigel Gresley or the Mallard or the Union of South Africa. That kind of locomotive set. Oh, we're in the cab car. Can't stand the cab car. It's a bag of bolts, that is. Let's pick the locomotive instead. Mallard was built in Doncaster, indeed it was. Talk gaming, this might be controversial, and I'll admit I'm completely biased. But in terms of British routes, I think Dovetail needs to focus on Steam and BR Blue for a while. So it's a different amount. Yeah, I agree. I think we need a bit of a balance. I agree with you there, Talk Gaming. I wouldn't mind at all going back to the BR Blue days, to be honest. I'd be up for that 100%, honestly. It's just depending on the quality of it, that's the problem. Okay. EC, what does that mean then? IC is intercity. EC. And IR, what do they mean? No idea. Let's just pick this one. Curl to Brig Matterhorn. This goes in the opposite direction. Good. We will set it in April or something. We'll leave it in dynamic and we'll give it a go. Should be an all-stop service. I'd be gobsmacked if there isn't. I know it would take a long time to do, but yeah, I think it would be possible. We're just going to stop at surely more than one station. Maybe I should have picked the cab car. Not sure. Anyway. My indicator brightness, let's set that to the max. Same with the instruments. And the LED brightness. Desk light dimmer to max. Desk light is on. The instrument lights is on. Let's unlock the doors. What side are we on? The right. Right hand side. Throttle light dimmer. Traction motor fan. Cab heater. They're not buttons, they're just lights, aren't they? Engine room lights, heater cab, instrument reading lights on, little hook there for your coat. A bit different. Oh, is it different back here? I don't know, it looks very similar to me. There's no cipher or anything, is there? I can't seem to find the switches for them. I thought they'd be back here on the wall. They're not here. No, they're not back there either. That's very bizarre. I swear this has like cipher. It might not have it at all. Traction, LZB. Yeah, it's got LZB and PZB switches. Wiper speed. It's not on the wall, is it? I'm not being daft. Not losing the plot here, am I? No. What's that? Emergency brake? No, I can't seem to find it anywhere. It might be in the other cab though. I don't know. Annoying thing. Why have a screen here that doesn't work? It's not good. Right, let's lock the doors. Oh, we're in the 103. Did I pick the 103? Oh. I swear I picked the 110. Did I pick the wrong one? I haven't got a clue. Oh, screw it. Let's go for it. Never mind. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Oh, there's a 401. ICE1. Cut the engine out. I've got a horrendous feeling. Oh, hey, we've got a wheel spin. Lots of wheel spin. There we go. So the first stop, surprise, surprise, is Bingenbrook, or however you say it. Is it Bingo or Bingo? I don't know, I can't see it properly. Bingerbrook. I swear I need my eyes tested. Platform 202. 47 kilometers away. Yeah, I agree, Top Gaming, we do need a bit of a mix-up. Throw the phone book out of the window. Try something different. More steep routes I'd be happy with as well. Amtrak Lancaster to Cajon in real life is only 70 miles from each other. Ah, I see. Maybe they should have attached those routes together. That would have been some route, journey-wise. Oh, which is nothing in LA, alright. Banana Craft, they've not remastered routes for TSW4 from TSW3, as by the looks of it, no routes are coming over from TSW3. Well, you'll get all the routes from Train Sim World 1, 2 and 3 in Train Sim World 4. And otherwise you won't have any of the extra bits and bobs on your timetables. You wouldn't have the Swiss rolling stock on the new Austrian German route. You wouldn't have the Class 158 or the Class 700 in East Coast Main Line. So yeah, you'll get everything you've got from this game and other games onto the new game, if you choose to pick it up. So far, what do I rate this experience? That is Linke Rheinstrecke Mainz to Koblenz. Out of 10. I don't know, maybe... Yeah. Maybe between 6 and 7 out of 10, I think. This isn't worth full price, no chance, but the more I drive it, the more I'm beginning to like it. I think the fact it's different, you know, you've got these historic monuments littered around the route, the river always constantly being by your side, literally being right by the side. The service mix, if you get all the rolling stock you have, is okay, 301. That's not too bad. It could have made it, Dovetail could have made the route really, really quiet, but I think with the German stuff, they always seem to get it right, the experience of it. It can get a bit boring and repetitive because you know what to experience. But the fact that this changes it up a bit by being set back in time, in the 1990s, it kind of throws you off your mind, thinking, oh wow, this is different. This is back set in the old days, then hey, what am I in for? So the cons, I wish they have the 155 do the freight services instead of the 1110, the 110 I should say. And by the looks of it on the timetable, I don't think there's many all-stop services. That would have been really good to see. Maybe some shunting as well in the yards. I would have welcomed that too. Scenery, the route is... it's okay. It's okay. It's not wonderful, it's not brilliant. It's just okay. It's good. There's room for improvement. I may be sounding a bit harsh, but you gotta be if you're paying like 30 quid for a route, haven't you? You want to make sure you get what your money's worth. You want to make sure that the experience is what you paid for. I think what would be cool for Train Sim World is you have like a season pass. It could solve a lot of problems. Season pass for everything for the next 12 months. I'd like to see that. But Dovetail will never do that. And the clouds are slowly coming into focus. We might get some rain soon. Tier 8 80s West Coast Main Line. That'd be quite good. That would be very cool. Simon and Reality IR services have their own coaches, blue coaches specifically refurbished in the late 1980s. It'd be great to see them. They were very, very popular. What? I think Simon said something earlier about EC, didn't they, Simon? Oh yeah, EC is Eurocity, right? Intercity trains going between countries, Hamburg to Zurich, into Riga, right? It's like Intercity, but stops a bit more. All right. Oh, going a bit. Speed limit coming up. See the scenery in the distance loading in there. And just over 2 kilometers, the speed limit will be 100 kilometers per hour. Liam, the fact guide position is up for sale if anyone wants it. Oh yeah, I haven't seen your facts in a very long time. What's happened to them, Liam? Dog Gaming, I don't play it much ironically, but I quite like this route. Very nice scenery. A nice route to play while listening to Kraftwerk coasting by the river. I've noticed that there's no boats on the river, is there? Just nothing on it whatsoever. Unless they're not allowed back then, I don't know. I know Bremen-Oldenburg, they had like a barge or something that you could paint different colours or whatever. Would have been cool to have some boats on the river, like maybe an old-fashioned paddle steamer or a container ship or something like that. Or some smaller boats. Liam, yeah, and the season pass would be like 90 quid, yeah, exactly. Amtrak to MD Lancaster, California has a population of 173,000. The median age is 71, really? Wow. Interesting. Not many younglings there then. Simon, with the right around bowling stock, this route could be amazing. There are all station services, by the way. Hourly, they are RBs. What's the time now? Oh, it's tempting to do a regional barn or Rego barn service. It's very, very tempting. What's it called again? RBs. This 103 doesn't do RB services, does it? At least I don't think so. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it, I'm sorry. I'm too tempted now to do an hourly service, I'm sorry. I've gotta find it, Moment I read Simon's comments, like, yeah, I gotta do it. gotta get it done. Gotta get it in the stream, haven't I? Right, I'll save the usual YouTube shenanigans if you did enjoy the stream so far, and I'd really appreciate it if you would hit the thumbs up button below. Not the thumbs down, the thumbs up. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then hit the subscribe button below. Right, have a look at the 103. It's just in EC. Okay. IRRB. No, it doesn't do any, I don't think. Oh, that's a shame. Got an ICE in there. That must be like end to end, no stops at all. No, I don't think that does. 110. What have we got here? Let's just type in RB. Here we go. We're at 5:45 Koblenz to Mainz. That's very early in the morning now. Oh well. I'll put some clouds on it. Don't want to be pouring of rain in the dark, if it will be dark, that is. Right, let's get on with it, let's go. What would be interesting is to do different sections of the East Coast Main Line in different eras. For example, London to Peterborough could be in the 80s. Could be interesting. Peterborough to Doncaster is set in the modern era. Or Doncaster to Leeds is something like a delicious yeah, that'd be quite cool, actually. Simon, there should be boats. This is a major trunk route for barges. No, I couldn't see any as far as I could tell, unless you have to get closer to it and it will load in. I'm not sure. Plus regular passenger boats. No, I couldn't see any. I don't think so. Talk leads to Newcastle with Gresley's A4s and other steep logos. Oh, that'd be heaven. There are some barges on this route, says Thierry. Oh, I haven't seen any. The 57 miles left Rhine route from Mainz to Koblenz was set in the late 1990s. DBR 103, Deutsche Bundesbahn, Trans-Europe Express livery. 110 in Deutsche Bahn Oil red livery. and the coaches and cab car in Deutsche Bundesbahn Intercity red livery. I swear the coaches are in blue. Restwein is a famous and picturesque double-track electrified railway line running for 185 kilometers from Cologne via Bonn, Koblenz, Bingen to Mainz. Nodi 103 was top link IC loco, hourly as in every hour, not taking an hour by the way. Choose either 110 or the cab car. I've chosen the 110, I think so anyway. Liam is emailed Dovetail plenty of times about the Deltic. Yeah, I would love to see the Deltic in Train Sim. I'm surprised they haven't added that, man. They should have added it in the very first Train Sim World when they were, really hammering away on that VR Blue front. With your Tees Valleys and the Transpennine, etc. Right, let's unlock the doors. It's a very similar cab to the 110. Well, the screen's on that side compared to the 1.3 was on the other side. Indicator brightness set to max. Desk slide on. Master instrument lights are already on. Anything over here? Nothing whatsoever. I think we're okay. The rear is up, that's good. Cab lights, instrument reading lights, heater, CFR, we could stick that on. This doesn't have PZB, LZB I should say. PZB, I don't think we will. I just wonder where the PZB and safety buttons are in the 103. Like, where can you turn them on? Alright, this is Koblenz, ladies and gentlemen, with the 1110. And there's another 1110. It's got its scissor pantographs on the front. Ours is at the rear. Yeah, the coaches there are like a minty, greeny blue. I do like it, must be honest. The cab car, I just can't stand it. I don't know why. I'm not a big fan of the driving characteristics of that cab car. Most hated cab car in Train Sim World for me. Right, let's get this bucket of bolts moving. The first stop is Rhein, I think it's called. I'm not sure. Rheins. That's 8 kilometers away, so let's get going. Is that? Ah, okay, that's different. So you can on the tap changer you can only go up to 28. The 103 was like 30. What was it? 39 or something. Either way, the 110's still pretty quick. Banana car flight to see Dovetail do the C2C line from Fenchurch Street to Schuberness. Oh yeah. C2C would be cool to see in the game. Not gonna lie. I'm going a bit too fast. We'll come down in speed shortly. Yeah, that's right, yeah, they don't have the C2C license. I don't think they have whole trains or There's another license as well that operates on the East Coast Main Line, or maybe use part of it. That's coming to train sim. Well, whole trains, is it Viva train? I don't know, I can't remember. Yeah, but as far as the river, I can't seem to see any boats or things on it. When we stop at Rhines or Reens, however you say it, I'll zoom into the river, see what we can see. But this is a nice chunk of Germany that Dovetail's picked up. I do like running by the river. Simon, you know the this German route quite well. Are you from Germany by any chance, or are you just a big fan of the German stuff in Train Sim World? I don't blame you if you're a big fan of the Germans' content in this game. Dovetail, you know, fair play to them. They do a decent job, certainly better compared to the North American side of things, which is a big shame, because I think that North American stuff should be just as good as the German content and the UK. As far as the roadmap goes, I haven't been able to do a roadmap video yet. I will tomorrow try and get a roadmap video done on the channel. Apparently there was a two-part over the roadmap. I had a little peek at it. Second part of the roadmap is just a load of gobbledygook going into their new features and stuff, which doesn't interest me whatsoever. You know, just behind the scenes stuff, it really doesn't bother me. Not interested in that, and I don't think many people are either, to be honest. And the brakes are good. Wow, they're pretty instant, aren't they? Wow. I know we got a lighter train, but no, 110. 110's got good brakes. Very good brakes. Hope everyone's counting those castles. Or towers, or moats, or whatever you want to call them. I need to do my research before I start a stream. Oh God. Alright, here we are at Rhine or Rhine. Alright, let's take a look at the river. Water texture ain't too bad from a distance. Once you get close to it, it looks a bit ugh. Yep, there's no boats whatsoever. It is a big river. Look at it. Massive. I can see why Dovetail probably can't stick a line on the other side. You could hardly see, depending on the lighting. Oh, there you go, a little walk here near the river. Oh, lovely. Sit down on the hillside here and watch the boats go by. Notice if there was any in this game. So this is the station of Rhine. You got some autumn leaves there. Oh, they were there. They've gone. So this is Rhines, however you say it. Got your signs there in German. What's this little thing? That's a clock. Nice touch. There's our first castle. I think probably the second. Yeah, credit to Dovetail. They look well made. Whether they're accurate, I don't have a clue. But yeah, it's nice. Not bad detail. Not too bad at all. These leaf textures, I think they animate like falling onto the ground and then they just disappear. Right, let's get going, shall we? How many stations are there? I keep stopping, I do apologise. There's a Koblenz is at the top of the map, right, okay. So you got how many stations? One, oh, I can't tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, it's a lot of stations. More than I thought. Okay, this could take a while, people. Shoot, I stalled it. There we go. You didn't see that. Nothing went wrong, I can assure you. The next stop is Spey. Spey? I think that's how you say it. It's just over 3 kilometers away, whatever the station's called. Way, wheel spinning again. I don't think there are many freight services on this route. I have no idea how many. I think when I come to the next stop, I'll get the whatchamacallit, the website up. I think see what DevT has to say for themselves about this route. I think they published an article or two about this route. Minimum. A sip of tea in a minute. Come on, you didn't think I'd forget the cup of tea, did you? Ooh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Nailing the station stopping today. Brilliant. It's very rare of me. Alright, so this is Spey. I think that's how you say it. Ah, it's these. Oh. Interesting fence. Spey. What is that? Firework display in St. Gore. That's new. St. Gore. I wonder where St. Gore is on this route. Have another look around. So a little bit further from the river at this station. Closer to the hillside, and then natural vegetation. Again, this I was gonna say crappy 2D texture, but it's not. I'll let it dovetail off for now. See if the destination display is working at the rear. It is indeed. Those tail lights, they're not very red. Sugar. Need to lock the doors. Let's go. Oh, not again. Damn it. Off again. Off we go. The next stop is Bupard Hauptbahnhof? No idea how you say that. I'm going to butcher most of these station names up. I do apologise if you are from Germany. I do apologise. Either way, the station is just under 5 kilometres away. Have a look at the chat. Whilst we've got a bit of breathing space between now and the next station. Simon, this was the pastel era of Deutsche Bahn, possibly my favourite. Red and pink for intercity, light and lighter blue for IR, mint green for regional, and orange for S-Bahn. Orange for S-Bahn, that'd be interesting. An orange train, an orange German train, that'd be cool to see. I don't know, Banana Craft, don't know what's stopping Dovetail from getting a C2C license. Money, probably. Thierry, the East Coast Main Line has whole trains. Lumo, that's it. That's one of them. And Grand Central. None of them I don't think Dovetail have a license for, which is a shame. Big shame. Simon, just a big fan. I've been travelling on trains in Germany since I was a kid. Koblenz was the first place I went to, in fact, 36 years ago. Wow. 36 years ago, wow. I should have asked you then if whilst we were parked at Koblenz briefly, does the station look like is the station similar to how you see it, albeit 36 years ago? Does it look accurate? Still no boats on the river. Unless I've turned them off or something. Maybe there's like a switch in the menu that makes you turn them on and off for performance. I don't know. Performance reasons? I'm not sure. Earlier I was going through the internet and I found this Linke Rheinstrecke Mainz Koblenz aircraft for Train Sim Mode 4 is free achievements with 50 gamer score. Oh really? I suppose a nice visual improvement is that you get volumetric fog with all the routes from Train Sim World 3 onwards, which is nice. So all of the routes have been released for Train Sim World 3 and all the routes in Train Sim World 4 will have that volumetric fog effect, which is quite cool. Whoa, we need to slow down. Crossing tracks, I think. Don't come to a halt, train. Boy, that was close. Nearly came to a standstill. Right. Here we are at Bupard Hauptbahnhof. Or Boppard? I don't know. I don't know. I'll let you read it for yourselves. Here we are. Interesting road. This is not good. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, their road textures, Dovetail never has done a good job with that. Oh dear. That's a bit sad. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Eesh. Yeah, this bit is not good. Yeah, the scenery on this bit isn't great. Distance-wise, it's okay, I suppose. Up close, yeah, this car part ain't good. Not good. Not good, not good. Well, this road looks okay-ish. And the town looks, well, bare, but inhabitable. This is nice though, I like these. Oh, there goes the freight train. What have we got here? A little cafe or something? Interesting. Of course, another castle. I've got a funny feeling they've used the same castle asset for every single one. I hope Dovetail haven't done that. What have we got over here? Got a cathedral or a church. Yeah, a little church. Nice asset, placed very poorly. Right, let's get going. Yeah, station-wise, yeah, routes. It looks okay. Bupard Hauptbahnhof. Unfortunately, the scenery around it isn't very good. The next stop is within the Bupard area. I'm not going to say what it is because I've no idea how to say it properly. Have a sip of tea. Ah, lovely. Well, take a look at the chat. Simon, we went on train holidays every year because my dad's staff pass and often went to Germany. Very nice. And our website talking about TSW4 achievements. Ah, right. I see where you get that from, Liam. Open Call of Duty still have the TFL license? I've absolutely no idea. They don't tell you these things, do they? How long they have a license for. You know, once you have a license, it doesn't last forever. It only lasts for a certain amount of time. Same could be said for Great Western Railway and CSX Transportation. I haven't seen any content from those brands in years. Great Western in particular, Railway. They could easily get a 387 Great Western Railway colours running on a Great Western Express. Very, very easily. Even fits within the time period they made Great Western Express. And now that they have a 387, all we need to do is stick a new coat of paint on it, pump in a new timetable layer for it, and some scenarios in the tutorial, and there you are, ready to go. Would love Dovetail to do that. Because even though I like the Diesel Legends of the Great Western, I think an actual modern add-on to, like Loco add-on to Great Western Express would be very much welcome for me. So I'm going to try and pronounce this. I think the station is called Bupard Bad Salzig. Or Salzig. Let's see if this route, this station is better scenery-wise compared to the last one. Some of the doors. Yeah, much better. Look at that. All those shrubs and bushes and weeds. This is what we want to see, Dovetail. This kind of greenery. Like, why don't you just put that on all the green horrendous textures you normally put down? That's good. This is a car park, seems to be. Oh, nice. So you've got a bit of stuff all laid around there. That's good. Once again, buildings are very well. Buildings are okay, same repetitive buildings I've seen from other German routes, but ground texture again, not good, not good. Nice little shelter. Bad Salzig. Steps and a ramp, okay. Oh, that's a nice touch. They've actually, seems to be a newish building. Bad Salzig on it. Okay, that's not too bad. That's nice. I know we're running late, but just want to have a look around, you know. Yeah, station's a bit better. This side is good. That side, ugh. I'll have a look at the river again. So we are kind of close to it. Any boats? Nothing at all. God, these roads look horrendous. Yeah, definitely don't pick this route up at full price, people. This route ain't worth 30 quid. No chance. Maybe 15 quid. Maybe a pinch at 20. But not 30. No chance. Alright, the next stop is Bupard Heisenach. Or Heisenach. Or Hersenach. Off we go. Yeah, at least there's no sewage in it, says Liam. Yeah, it's true with the river, yeah. Liam, Beauty railway station, the shortest platform, 15-metre forward platform. Wow. Yeah, I know what you mean by that. 58 letters. That one in Wales is officially the longest train station name in the UK. In fact, its longest place name in Europe, and only second in the word to 85 letter from town in New Zealand. Oh, right. Simon here, Koblenz looks about right and is still quite similar. Mainz too, although that's changed more. Oh, fair enough. Boppard. Oh, Boppard. Is that how you'd say it, Thierry? Boppard. Oh, right. Simon, my main problem is that this route was the main artery in Western Europe and with so much traffic, it doesn't really feel like it. That's a fair point. I'll have to know what research Dovetail did on this route. They would have to do a lot of research, I suppose, into a Deutsche Bundesbahn like timetable from 1990, I don't know, 6 or 7, whichever specific year they've chose. Ooh, we need to brake. We most definitely need to brake. We're a little bit far from the stop marker. Game doesn't mind though. Thank God. Alright, let's have a look at this station. Immediately a step forward because there's no yucky buildings have been placed. Just a nice view of the river. It's an annoying repetitive noise from the locomotive. Yeah, no boats in sight on the river. That's rare. Having a station sign on the shelter. Okay. There's not much to it, this station, really, but maybe that's best. Little the assets, the better it looks. Bugger. I've ruined it. I had a nice view as well. Never mind. Stay in the cab. Right, the next stop is St. Gore. St. Gore. 5.5 kilometres away. That's where that poster was earlier, advertising of a firework display. Probably see a big castle, I expect. Right, let's go. Rock and roll. Simon, see above for pronunciation guide. I wish Dovetail would do that, add a pronunciation guide for their German content, since they love pumping out German content on Train Sim World, and at times do a fairly decent job of it. But not just dovetail with the hand of other people involved, like Train Sim Germany. I think one of our technical people on the dovetail team is from Germany. The one route I haven't had a look at yet is the Northeast Corridor New York Trenton. I do plan to take a look at that in a future stream. Where's the time? Oh dear, 22:11. Oh dear, it's quite late. Oopsie daisy. Oh, hang on, I saw... did I see some boats? I did! Hey! There's some little sailing boats parked up at the quayside here. We got a yacht over there by the looks of it. At least there's something in the river. Like a little mini harbour for it, isn't it? That's alright, that's nice to see. Right, now I've got to get back in the cab before I lose total control of the train. Simon, I'm not joking. Oh, you posted one on the forum. Did you really? Oh, what's it called? Is it just called Pronunciation Guide or German Pronunciation Guide on there? That's the title of your forum post, is it? Alright, here is St. Gore. Keep going, keep going. Ah, I'm stuck. Oh no. Oh. Thank you. St. Gore, St. Gore. There's meant to be a big castle around here somewhere. It's a nice church, I must say. Can't go very far. There's another church in the distance. This is all right here. Not bad. This is all new, isn't it? St. Gore, yeah. Oh. Big castle up on the hillside here? Nope. Although I think I can see one over there on the far side. Very hard to tell because it's in the shade. The next stop is Ubervessel, or Vessel. Just over 5 kilometers away. You could just see the castle over there in the distance. Oh, in the darkness. Oh, I got a trophy. 110%. Oh, the ICE-1. Second time I've seen that. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Well, there's only 2 services. They both really early in the morning. Wow. Nice surprise. Link us a few messages back. Okay, I didn't see a link. I'm not sure. Can't see a link. Can't seem to see it, Simon. It's not coming up for me. No, can't see it. Not there, I'm afraid. Not really sure why. Let's increase the speed briefly. Name's by been told off for the doctors for probably not going to sleep, I suppose. I've never known you been told off from the doctors because you've been told you're not sleeping. Well, that is the first. I've never heard that before. I know I saw a video on TIFO not too long ago of about how important sleep is to footballers or people in general. Fairly interesting video, actually. Cab car. The castle. 2 in close proximity. Put that free. There's a lot in this area. Lots of medieval architecture in this area at Oberwessel. I think that's a big castle on the top of the hill there, on the right hand side. And here we are, Oberwessel. By far, this town or village has a lot more medieval architecture. Look at that, castle's high on the hill there. So, how does this station rank then? Is this good? Will the medieval structures save the day? More Deutsche Bahn clocks. Oh, hello. We've got a football field and an athletics track. Hear the people there cheering as they're practicing. Look at that. It's cool. Got little allotments there, look. Ah, very nice. Nice little touch. Yeah, I kind of like the station. It's alright. I must say I do like the livery of the coaches and the cab car. Way better than the modern variant in Bremen-Oldenburg. The next stop is, I don't know how you say this, Bacharach? just under 5.5 kilometres away. How far are we from the end? Still got a bit of a way to go. We're getting there. Got a few more stops to tick off. Liam is working on his bangers during the night, so he has to watch his mate do it for him whilst he's in hospital by CCTV. Tell him what to do. Oh, we better brake. The frame rate is a bit stuttery. More so than I was expecting. We're 3 minutes late, just over 3 minutes late. That's not too bad. Another cab car. Seen a fair few traffic on this journey today. Not bad at all. Certainly the ICE ones, I wasn't expecting that. Here is Bacharach, or however you say it correctly. Keep going, keep going. Oh well. There's the road. Like the vegetation on this bit, yeah. Long platforms as well. I imagine the ICE trains stop along here maybe. Got some construction going on by the looks of it. Some sort of industry here. Damn. There's the whole garden there is taken up completely. Look at that. No room for a deck chair or anything. His garden project matters more than anything. Must be a nice place. Watch the trains go by. I was having a snack. Oh, you got some holding the traffic up. Oh dear. Railway crossings. Oh, unique. Yeah, I like this station. Let's see if the crossing gates actually work. Sometimes they do work and sometimes they don't. Oh, I thought I stalled the train again. Thankfully I didn't. When's these crossings going to open? Come on. Open the gates. Are they ever going to open? No? No, they're not going to open, are they? Oh, what a shame. They don't work. Oh dear. Simon, and maybe the links aren't coming through, but don't worry, I struggle with pronunciations, most languages. Same here. Not the only one, don't worry. Liam, I got told I was caught last week by the marshals that could be an F1 driver with the speed and control I had at the track. I was fastest against the adults, so I said many thanks. Very nice. A very nice compliment. Long way to go. Not the last stop yet, no I'm afraid not, Banana Craft. We've still got a fair while to go. Have a castle on the hillside on the right briefly. We need to brake. 60 km/h speed limit. Come on. Changing tracks. As we're coming up to, how do you say that? I don't know. Niederheimbach? Back? Don't know. Haven't seen many 101s. I think they have a lion's share of services. Interesting building straight away to greet us. Niederheimbach. This station's a bit better, well organised. There's a caravan there. Don't know why that's there. Right next to the river is always a plus for me. Eek, that distant scenery does not look good. This station looks okay. Certainly interesting characteristics this locomotive has is that you've got to be careful of how much throttle to apply and when to apply it. If you apply too much, you stall it, as I've done a few times. I think you can get a traction lockout as well. Not sure if his locomotive is fitted with that sort of system. No idea what the next station's called. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. But it's 4 kilometres away. Saw something could flash past me. I heard it, but I didn't see it. Was that the 628? Oh, never mind. I didn't catch it. Never mind. I was too busy looking at the live chat. No, fair enough, Liam. Yeah, I remember when I spent one night over in hospital. This goes back years ago. This is when I had to have me an operation on my ears. I remember, what was it back in the day? I think I had a PlayStation 2 at my bedside. And I think one of them was like a touring car game of Tiff and Adele narrating, like for racing or something like that. I had a PSP as well back then, but I forgot to bring it. And I think all I had was jam sandwiches, if I recall. Love jam sandwiches. 628 indeed, says Thierry. Ah, well caught. Well caught. Gee, that scenery on the left. Oh dear, that doesn't look good at all. Yeah, and depending on the lighting, the hillside on the other side of the river does not look good. That is incredibly bare. It's almost like a sand dune rather than a hillside. Good grief. So if it was like a dark, dingy day, then it's maybe acceptable. Yeah, it's a bit up and down, this route scenery. Some of it's good, some of it's not so good. It's a bit inconsistent. I can't wait to take a look at the Niedertal barn tomorrow. Whoa, they went right through the crossing. Hey, that's something I didn't expect. I don't know if you caught that on stream. I know what Liam will be thinking. He'll be like, arrest that man. Take his car and scrap it as punishment. Yeah, I think these crossing gates are like down permanently. Hence why the car came rattling across the tracks. That's a shame if they are down permanently or broken. Oh dear, that's not good. It's a shame because they look quite good. Right, What's going on here? We got some trash here. Oh dear, that's not good. Or some rubbish, I should say. Another clock. That doesn't work. Okay, right. Maybe it's out of order. I don't know. Where's the Deutsche Bahn clock? Oh, it's not on this station. That's a shame. Nice bit of shrubs here. It's okay. Station's a bit bare, to be fair. Yeah. Not much to it, this station. I suppose the most notable landmark about it, or most notable thing about it, is railway crossings at the end of the platform that are always down by the looks of it. I stalled it. Bugger. How many times have I stalled it in this stream? Alright, let's go to Binga Brook, however you say it. We're nearly there. Banana Craft Day make you feel worse than better. If you ask me, hospitals, you get woken up at random times and all the sounds you get as well. Exactly, I mean, you're not going to get a very peaceful ward, are you? What happened to that car there? Was it crashed? Looked like it crashed briefly. Maybe the gates do work. I don't know why. There's just cars piling up now. I'm just going to stay here a minute. You've got all the cars piling up. Well, surely the gates must open. Surely it will. How long does that... I don't get it. Do they... No, they're not opening, are they? We're quite far away now. No. They don't work. Lost. This is what irritates me about Dovetail, is that, you know, they've got so much stuff to fix, and they just add on another game. Like, oh my god. One broken game after another, I swear to god. Innisfree isn't really that old. It's been out since, what, April, May? Not that long. Should be doing much, much better. I mean, over time, of course, all routes are going to have their problems, but, you know, some of the obvious ones you'd think would be fixed. I think there was some, like, big update coming to, like, the driving characteristics in concerns with the, what is it, the 103, I think the braking side of things. And Dovetail said they were going to put out, like, an update that made changes to the physics of the 103. There's not really that much difference to the way both locomotives feel, must be honest. Maybe in the fact that the 103 can accelerate quicker, because if you can get to a higher number on the tap changer, and I don't know, maybe the 110 is a little bit smaller in proportions. Maybe it does feel a little bit quicker on the brakes, must be honest, the 110. We need to brake. We're getting way too quick. We got a red here. That's a surprise. Now this station's quite interesting. I need to have a look out. Need to have a look again. I think it's like local services stopping these platforms. Maybe the express and intercity express services stopping the stations on the left. Oh, brake, will ya? There we go. Oh, it's gone green now. Let's have a look. This is quite big. Yeah, big concourse here. Shame there's no PIS systems. I wonder, maybe they weren't invented in the late 90s. Dearie me, that distant scenery. It's meant to resemble fields, crops, something like that. It's not good. Eesh. So you've got a freight yard here as well. Some weeds there on the ground. It's a nice touch. This is like one of the main big stations on this route, along with Koblenz and Mainz. So it's a big area. What was that we went by earlier? Some freight yard. I think we've got a fair few stations to go. Remember, we're going in this direction, not that direction. Do apologise. Not long. Oops, stuck the wipers. Oops. There we go. We have to wait for 5 minutes. Wow. I'm surprised by that. Okay. I imagine we have to wait for the express or something to come screaming by. Let's have a look. Well, I mean, I've seen a fair few services. I imagine there is some close by. Oh, there's one going up to Koblenz. For any freight activities, I can't tell. It doesn't go as far. Okay, wait we must. We've got 5 minutes to wait. Wow. Nope, I'm back on schedule. Never mind. Now, Geo, the crossings are automatic as far as I'm aware. Oh, it don't seem to be working for me. I mean, I waited a good while, well, not a good while, a good minute for the crossings, and they haven't come up. I don't know. Liam could actually be a good car to smash off his permission. You would have crashed it, of course you would have. The cars are bad quality. Yeah, they are, Liam. They are very bad. The passengers, I think, could do with a visual upgrade. Need more types of passengers, and they do need a bit of a facelift as well, quality-wise. Excuse the punt. Simon, particularly bad as this is where you could see other towns and other trains. Yeah, not a lot going on at this station. A lot of freight cars. And that's about it. Yeah, a bit quiet this time of the morning, it would seem. That bit of track over there, what is that? No idea. So that's Mainz, I think. I'm getting confused now, I don't know where we're going. Mainz, Koblenz, where are we going? Mainz, right, okay. Yeah, we got more stations to serve. More stations to service. Oh, you meant, okay, on the other side of the river. We're talking about Red Sea. Yeah, I mean, it seems a bit inconsistent as far as I'm concerned. In different cases of lighting on the route, it may hide how bad the distant hillside looks. If you just look at the river, it looks okay-ish, you know, out the corner of your eye if you're just focusing on the river. Yeah, very odd, I must say. Definitely hit and miss sometimes, the scenery. The stations, I mean, themselves, I mean, I can't complain. I mean, I suppose they look fairly prototypical to the version back in 96, 97. I mean, Simon probably knows how accurate this game portrays this route. Yeah, there's the big freight yard over here. Oh, look at that, that's like a motorway or of tracks, look at that. Yeah, it'd be good if you could do some shunting round here. Quite an interesting challenge. Deutsche Bahn. Hang on a minute. It's a new logo, isn't it? Oh, that's not right. That's a new logo as well. That's a bit odd. The freight rolling stock has the modern Deutsche Bahn logo. That shouldn't be. That's incorrect, isn't it? They shouldn't have that. They should have the old Deutsche Bahn logo or Deutsche Bundesbahn. I don't know. I think it's like the transitional era, but from Deutsche Bundesbahn to Deutsche Bahn. I don't know. Right, let's go to Bingen. 1.5 kilometers away. We're going to the left. That's our next stop there. It's probably the closest distance between stations so far. Oh, we're crossing over the river. Ooh, got a bridge here. Nice. So I take it the River Rhine goes up there, or does it carry on? I've no idea what river that is. Dovetail doesn't really state what each river is called. Actually, best not increase the pace because I just noticed the gradient is fairly steep downhill. There's another set of crossings that probably doesn't work, or don't work. Here we are at Bingen, or however you say it. Ooh, that looks interesting now on the left. This building, this station looks very interesting. I want to have a look straight away. So you still got the ugly scenery. If it didn't have any trees on it, I think I'd say that's okay-ish. Still got a nice river. This river is good. Ooh, what's that over there? We got what is that? Let's have a look. Oh, it's a crane. Oh wow, look at. I thought it was a windmill at first when I caught it out the corner of my eye. It's a little crane. Wow, look at that. It's like a dry dock, I suppose. Yeah, I like it. This is much better. Look at that. Look at the building here. It's not high res, but it's got the clock on the wall. Yeah. This is good. I like this. Oh, another train. How rare is that? Oh, I like that. Very nice. What's the station called? I've no idea. Linke Rheinstrecke. Definitely a tick on best looking station for me. Very interesting. Ooh, be careful. It's nice to see another train. Haven't seen one for a little while. Okay, the next stop is Bingen. Oh God, how do I say this? Golsheim? Golsheim? I don't know how you say that. Umar. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Simon, you often get overtaken here by a southbound non-stopping intercity. Insta wait. Oh, right. Sadly, we didn't see any when I stopped for 5 minutes or so. Didn't see any come by. That's a shame. Omar, what are you looking forward to from TSW4? What am I looking forward to? That's an interesting question. Not much, really. Looking forward to... Omar's looking forward to all 3 routes and the New York Trenton time. The timetable up there is an interesting one. It's a good... Well, for now, Dovetail say they plan to bring the new upgraded New York Trenton timetable to both Train Sim World 3 and Train Sim World 4, which is nice. I hope Dovetail keep their promise and keep to their word, and it will be for Train Sim World 3. As far as the 3 routes, the Austrian-German one I'm not really sure, I don't know much about it to be honest. The Antelope line is okay, I suppose. Same California. I've got nothing against California, just wish we'd have something a bit different. Like maybe have Amtrak and CSX on the Miami to West Palm Beach, for example. I know I keep mentioning it, but that's a route I definitely want to see in Train Sim World. As well as the Aurora to Chicago, the racetrack in Chicago. And I think Metra is a subsidiary of BNSF, so they should have the license for that, Dovetail. So those 2 routes in particular I'd love to see. And if we're on the subject of North American passenger routes, then I would like to see a New Jersey Transit's what is it? Hoboken to Bay Head with maybe the Morristown line. That'd be quite cool. Right, what's the station? Bingen Golsheim. Not much here. Mostly green vegetation, but it's good. It's alright. Look, it's got some nice shrubs and trees, and yeah, it's like a little park almost, isn't it? Yeah, it's like a little national park. Nice quaint little station. We move on. What is the time? Oh my goodness, it's 20 past 11. Aye, aye, aye. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I stalled it? I think I have. Well, no, I haven't. There we go. Keep going. Let's go, 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 go. I don't have a clue what the next station's called, but it's 4 kilometers away, roughly. Simon, maybe not with this service because it's so early. Alright, fair enough, I see. That's true, but on a craft I forgot to do a fishing sim. I don't think much happens with the fishing sim. Simon, how I don't know Bingen exactly, but it looks about right, so as far as I'm concerned, fair enough. The new logo came in 1994, so it would have been transitioned in. Ah, right. Fair enough, Dovetail. Ah, no! What happened? Oh no. I did a bad thing. What was it, Sifa? I didn't hear the Sifa go off. Ah. Oh, I survived that. My bad. This time I just noticed the signs don't match the game at this station. The HUD calls it Binger Brook, its old name, but the sign says Bingen Hauptbahnhof, new name. Oh right, I never noticed that. That's another bad point then. Not good. This one also has its new name. Oh dear. Thierry, the river you crossed earlier is the river Ney, or however you say it, which is a tributary of the Rhine. Oh right, okay. Maybe it was also a transitional period. Weird though. Yeah, it was a bit weird. Maybe they couldn't change the station names fast enough. I don't know. Alright, here is the next station. I must say thank you for everyone for sticking it out with me. I know it's been a long one. I didn't expect this service to be that long. But I do appreciate your company. Stop. There we go. So I hope you enjoy the stream. So this is Gal. I don't have a clue. Nat. I'm just thinking. Maybe no. I was going to suggest maybe the longer the platforms, maybe that would suggest intercity train stop here. We're quite far away from the river now. Not many passengers on board the train. Okay, it's 7:10, I suppose. Near enough. Not quite rush hour yet. Too early in the day to be busy, maybe. I don't know. Ahead of schedule now, running late. Just got sidetracked by crane. Yeah, that's right, Banana Craft. That is right. Always getting sidetracked. Cancelled the sale of the fact guy. It's no longer for sale. Fair enough. The River Rhine is 766 miles long. That's me ignoring the safety systems. It's definitely my fault. I definitely ignored a C for there. I do apologise. I think it's best to turn Zephyr off. Wasting time. No, not surprised, Liam. They never trust me. I'm not a very good train driver. I don't think I'll ever be. Got a speed limit of 60 coming up. Oh, we're not running hideously late. I saw an interesting sign there. We went by. What is this sign here? Ingelheim. Is that the border of the town, maybe? I presume so. Here is Ingelheim. Here's Ingelheim with some very modern buses. They need different buses. So okay, I suppose. Okay, station. Hideously made roundabout. Next stop is Heidsheim. I don't have a clue. Let's go. Just over 4 kilometers to go till the next station stop. Not many trains for the second half of the journey. Not many at all. Thought to be a bit busier than this, I must be honest. Banana Craft, unlike AWS, better to the German safety systems. Yeah, I mean the British safety systems are a lot easier to get to grips of compared to the German side of things. You need a bit more guidance, I do, when it comes to the safety systems. I've been, dipping my toes in the water of trying out the safety systems, and some of them are okay on. It depends which route you try them on, I suppose. Go full speed to make up some time. It does, Thierry. They do look like Mercedes buses. Very good voiceover, Liam. Very good announcement for the passengers. The Satiro S was introduced in 1997 when this route is set. Oh, right. Maybe they are placed in the accurate world then. They are accurate. Fair enough. Is this another train at the station? It is. It's just leaving, I think. It's the 628. Nice to see that out and about. Look forward to having a go in that train tomorrow. We'll just keep going a little bit more. Okay, here's the next station. Heidesheim, however you say it. It's okay. We're much more the graveyard here. Oh dear. Don't want to get off here at night. No way. Right, let's go. Oh no. Train doesn't want to move. Come on. Thank you. The next stop is, how do you say this? I don't know. Uleborn? I don't know. Nearly there indeed, Thierry. We're nearly there. Thierry, the pace of coming to TSW when driving it, are you technically a bus driver? Don't know. Most of the driving elements to a bus has been taken over, isn't it? And turned into a train. Only the body remains. Or the frame of the bus. What other buses? Leyland, British Leyland buses for the Pacer. I think it's British Leyland or something, I don't know. I don't know buses very well at all, to be honest. Not a clue. we need to brake very, very quickly. Oh dear. First station of overshot. Never mind. There's the cars gathering at the crossings again. A staggered platform, one here and one here. It's fairly more industrial now. We're really not far from Mainz now. We've got a train coming through at speed. It's intercity, thundering by. And here's us slowly departing. Slow and steady. The tortoise departs as the hare thundered by. Next stop is Bundenheim or Budenheim, however you say it. Oh, it is British Leyland. Oh, that was a good guess. I watched a video a few weeks ago of an in-depth look at the Pacer from the National Railway Museum, and one of them was an extra in-depth look into the bus that was to be later turned into the Pacer. Am I a Pacer fan? No, I'm not a fan of the Pacer. But I kind of like the Pacer because it's bringing a 1980s router train sim world, British Rail, Blue Era. So, yeah. I've got just under a month to think about whether I'll get Train Sim World 4 or not. I mean, a discount is always tempting, but I don't know. I'll have a think about it. Is Bundenheim or Budenheim? It's an interesting building now on the right. Wow. Nice church. Yeah, okay, so this is Budenheim, or however you say it. That. Oh, the game struggled there briefly. Long distance scenery, much better. This is interesting. I haven't seen this before. New asset, maybe? Oh, surrounding area don't look great. But the building looks nice. We're in the area of Mainz now, and the next stop is Mainz-Mombach, or Batch. Full power, let's go. Let's go, go, go. We're nearly there, people. One more stop after this. That's right, Liam, full power. Have a intercity service. Banana Crafty, Leyland is the one who helped build the Pacer. Right, you're absolutely right. We have Leyland, MAN, Scania, and more for different bus companies. I know Scania, and that's, or Scania, and that's about it. Mercedes-Benz, Renault, yeah. Okay, coming into Mainz, Mombach. Nice and quick. And then afterwards it should be the big one. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And now apply the brakes. Perfect. So this is Mainz, Mombach. I've definitely seen that building before. I swear I've seen that on Peninsula Corridor, the one I've got my cursor on. I swear I've seen that before. Not many castles on this part of the route. Well, Mainz isn't exactly a medieval city, is it? Maybe back in the, I don't know, 1500s maybe. Not today. Not back in the 90s either. The next and final stop, yes, is Mainz Hauptbahnhof. Nearly there. I have no idea how long this stream has been going for. Okay, now I know how long it's been going for. 3 hours, is it really? That long? Wow. I'm going to be very stiff when I get up from the chair. Dearie me. PS5 definitely deserves a break tonight. I'm gonna turn it off on the plug. Give it a good old rest. Science is a science flipping heck. My mind's definitely gone to sleep. Good effort from Science though, from Ferrari today, to get that draggly, not so prancing horse into 5th place. Going to be absolutely mugged on its own race next weekend in Monza. Simon says Mainz, not Science, is a Roman city. The next after Bahnhof is called Mainz Roman Theatre. Wow, formerly Mainz South, because it's set amongst one. Wow, I never knew that. Very good insight. This bit of Mainz is good, you know, with the yard and all that. Very busy. I like it. It's just nice to see the yards, you know, full of life. It would seem a bit as you're driving through the yard. There's the 628, ready for its next journey. Now, I don't know what Mainz Hauptbahnhof looks like today, but I imagine the station infrastructure is vastly different. Hey, we made it. Brilliant. Thank God for that. This area ain't too bad, to be fair. Mainz Hauptbahnhof. Yeah, the roads look a bit ugh. And it's the same old buildings as you come to see. But yeah, the station looks not too bad. Have a little whiz through. 628. With the correct destination displays. Very good. And there's the yard. Freight and passenger combined. Fitting way to end our journey. There we are. 1 hour and 46 minutes later. We did it. We did it. Hey, levels are going to be skyrocketing. Look at that. So we went from Koblenz, stopped at Rheinspey, Boppard, Hauptbahnhof, Boppard, Bad Salzig, Boppard, Herzenach, St. Gore, Oberwiesel. Yeah, you can see all the stations. The ones I can't translate. Heidesheim, Bundenheim, Mainz, Mombach, and finally terminated at Mainz Hauptbahnhof. What a marathon that was. More so than I was expecting. I can assure you the next stream will be much, much shorter. No doubt about that. But yeah, that concludes the stream. The first look, really, big proper look at Linke Rheinstrecke Mainz to Koblenz. Overall, not recommend you get it at a discount. Yeah, maybe if you can get it at 50% off, maybe 25% off if you're lucky. A mixed bag, I must say. Certainly on the scenery front, it's good in some areas, not so good in others. Services, can't complain. Nice different experiences it can offer you. Like what Simon says, you know, various different types of passenger operations you can do. Imagine some empty stock runs as well in and out of Koblenz and Mainz station. Lots of castles, no surprise. Freight is pretty much an afterthought. It's good to see the 628, the ICE 401 laid onto the route. For 103 and the 110, nice to drive. 103, I love the look of. So yeah, if I want to give the route, I'd say a 6 out of 10 is fair. I can't complain for how long the route is. Definitely when you're doing that, all stops service feels like an age. So, but yeah, good challenge. It was good fun. So yeah, definitely pick it up on the discount. It's not the worst thing Dovetail's made, I must be honest. But yeah, that concludes the stream on the first historic German route on Train Sim World. If you did enjoy it, like I said many times, make sure to hit the like button. And if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then Really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream will be tomorrow on Monday, the 28th of August 2023. We'll be taking a look at the highly popular Niedertalbahn Bad Weibel to Stockheim. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. It's been a long one, I know. If you've made it this far, congratulations. Take care of yourselves and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.